as you fade away.
Good morning. Welcome back. It's another early but beautiful morning here in Essex in the UK. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Always appreciate you stopping by, and as always, it's an absolute pleasure to bring you this week's video. Last week you will have seen possibly my best 3 hours ever that I've ever had on this permission. Double silver, Deus harp, trade tokens, spindle walls. It was unbelievable. So it will come as no surprise that I've come right back to the same spot this week. It's another early one, not as early as I was here last week, a little bit later, but I still only got about 3 hours, maybe a little bit more if I get lucky. It's going to be another hot one. We're again still in this wonderful heat wave, which is brilliant for holiday makers but awful for farmers. So yeah, I'm not going to go on too much. What I have got though is got a lovely little 94 that I can show you right away, having just walked on the field. So without further ado, let's do it. Can you see that? 94, 95, 96 I've been having on it, which is worth a start. That's the numbers we're looking for, really. So let's see what we got. Just about here. No surprise that the ground has got not one little bit softer, but if it's anything like last week, once we get the crust off, it is doable, but just hard work. Right, we've got it. Still in there. And out comes the Nocta digger. See if we can find it without cacking it, of course, which has been the biggest challenge. Wow, the ground is solid again. Oh, there we go. As if by magic. And out she pops. It's a coin. Awesome. Well, we'll take that for a start. Again, coin on the first hole. Let's see what we got. Well, you can see him just about coming through. He's a bust facing right, so I suspect that's another George III, crusty George III, halfpenny. Yeah. Oh, there's a little ponytails at the back there, so it could be William the Third with his little bit on the side. Yeah, it might actually be a William. Oh, cool. We don't mind that at all. We're off and running. See you in a bit. Okay, so we just had that copper William or Georgie, which was about here. No more than, excuse me, flies in my way. No more than about, I don't know, 4 foot. We've got another one. Well, another something anyway, in the 90s. There. Right, it's out, and it's another coin. I'll just give it a little kiss on the edge there. Yeah, I did. Oh well, it looks like it might be another crusty though, another crusty copper. Let's go again. Back in a sec. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that coming through. That's the small bust of George III, I think. He had some coins towards the end of his reign, if I remember rightly, in the kind of early 1800s. With the smaller bust facing right, so I'm pretty sure that is definitely a George III, and you can just about see Britannia there, so actually that might clean up all right. Yeah, probably halfpenny size again, but that's 2 coins for 2, just like last week. First 2 holes, 2 coins. Sadly these ones are copper rather than silver, but we live in hope. See you in a bit. Well, that is a treble. 3rd hole, all within a very, very short distance from each other, so I think we found possibly a little spill. Yeah, literally both coins that I found are just here, and this one here was in the 80s. We're about 83, and I can see it there. I just got down to it. It's quite deep, deeper than the other 2, and quite thin, thinner than the other 2, but again possibly not any more detail on it, so that could be another little George I, you know. Right, okay, let's have a little clean of this one. Gonna run out of water soon. See you in a bit. No, not seeing much, if anything, on there. very thin. It's kind of farthing size, but we may never know, I think, on this one. Cool, 3 for 3. Let's get going. Right, this is about the 5th or 6th hole. I've had a couple of bits of lead and a bit of cack so far since the 3 coins. But I've got a very, very stable and very, very sweet 87. Yeah, 87. Don't think it's that deep, but I will dig a plug just in case. I could just get the pointer out and check it on the floor, but I think it's under the surface, but getting there, bear with. Shush. Oh, it's big. Curse of the live reveal. It was actually quite deep in the end. It's a hinge. Damn it. See you in a bit. Next one was a 58. Very scratchy. Nearly didn't dig it, but I thought I'd give it a whirl. And that's obviously why it was scratchy if you look at the shape and the jaggedness of it. But yeah, that's a bit of a thimble. Missing the head, or missing the top I should say. But yeah, very rough. Seen much better days. But worth a dig, I think, actually, after all that. Cool, bit of a thimble. See you in a bit. Right, next one is a 67. Very nice signal, very nice tone. Turned over the flap and there it is. So I don't know whether that's a coin, a button, or something completely different. But I thought we'd have a look together. Well, it feels coin-like, but it's bent, obviously. So that could be coin number 4. But like the other 3, very green and appears to be very crusty. Let's give it a squirt. Yeah, probably the blankest one yet, I would say. Never mind. That's 4 coins though, we'll take that. See you in a bit. Just thought I'd show you this one. It was a lovely 67 actually. And it's a little catch or something. A little switch or a catch off a door, or I don't know. But something I would suggest probably domestic. But it's got a little bit of silvering and some writing on the end of the little handle there, which is quite cool. Yes, I definitely feel that this is there's some domestic activity around here, which is possibly explains the coins that I found over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, okay, we shall move on. Well, that was deep. It was a very faint 86, 87, and on the Nocta digger there, the hilt is about 7 inches, so it's probably about 8 inches down, give or take, which is hard work at this time of year in these conditions. And it's another blank coin. Yeah, so I think that's what, 5 or 6 now. I've lost count. But yeah, another copper coin, badly damaged, quite deep, kind of Georgie type feel to it. But yeah, we'll probably never know. So yeah, it's a copper coin day at the moment. Let's see if we can find some silver. See you in a bit. Right, next one. 73. I thought it was a coin. It's a button. It's a button. But it's got a shank on it, and it's quite a nice button. No pattern though, sadly. Right, I need a drink. See you in a bit. Well, it's official. The sun has broken through. It is now probably touching 30 already, and it's hot and it's hard work. But we've got a nice 85, 86. A little bit of warble into it, so not quite sure, but it's about there. So I thought, why the heck not? Let's try it. Oh, as long as you don't mind bearing with me while we dig these pesky holes. Let's do a live dig. Oh, that's a real proper ankle breaker. Oh. Wowzers. So I think I've just picked the hardest part of the blooming field for this one. I'll see you in a minute. Well, thank the heavens, it weren't that deep. It's there. Please be worth the dig. It's like lead. I think it's lead. But what kind of lead? No. Oh, it is lead. Well, not quite the reward I was looking for. Just a lump of lead. Moving on. Next one was a lovely 65. I thought it was a buckle for a bit, a ball piece of a buckle when that came out, but when you turn it over, it's got some sort of nubbin on the end there. Look. So I rather suspect it's part of another kind of door type hingey thing. I suspect. So yeah. Green though. And that'll do. Right, the next one was a lovely 96. I did attempt to live dig it, but I gave up because it's too hard and I'm getting too tired. And I've got about an hour left, so I thought we'd have a look at this one together because it's just there. And as I say, it's a 96, so it's a good tune and a good number. Can we get lucky? Nothing so far. Desperately trying to be careful. Oh, you flipping bugger. Curse of the live reveal again. Copper pipe. Poop. Moving on. That's it. Whew. I'm out of puff. It's 11:45. I've already overstayed my welcome, probably by about an hour. So yeah, time to go. Not the best hunt, not the worst. Started brilliantly with a few coins straight off the bat, but mainly crusty. Some detail hopefully on some of them, but then the rest of the time has really been spent digging up bits of copper and bits of lead. So hey ho, them's the breaks, but that was good fun. It's now time to get home and get a very cold drink. So stick around for the roundup. I've had my very first purchase on my LP affiliation scheme. So if that's you, if you're one of my subscribers and you put in that lovely code coming up on your screen now when you went to the LP site and you got yourself 10% off, I'm really pleased for you. Hopefully that gave you a bit of a discount, but also a massive thank you. So and for everybody else, if you think of buying yourself some metal detecting gear, get over to LP and stick in that code. Thank you so much, and I'll see you at the roundup. Take care. Righto then. A very quick roundup. It wasn't didn't exactly go to plan when you compare it to last week's adventures, but I think the ground is getting to a point where it's so hard that it's just not giving up the signals. And in fact, I mean, this is literally everything, and bearing in mind in Cat Corner here, these 3 bits all came out of the same hole. There's probably less than 20 holes here in best part of nearly 5 hours, so I think it's just a sign of the time. So I'm probably going to have to wait now until we get a bit more rain or the ground gets turned over, or both. But we did okay. I mustn't complain. It was great fun. Always nice to be out. Got plenty of lead for the scrap bucket. A few bits in Cat Corner, including a couple of hingy things. A couple of buttons. Then we had a scrap busted up thimble. 2 completely blank coins. And then 3 other coins. This one here, I'm just about to see coming through, is a bit of Britannia there, and on the other side is the little head of George III, so we can just about make him out in the light coming through. So that's what, a couple of 100 years old, isn't it? Or just over. This one here could be George III, but yeah, I think it probably is George III if I'm a betting man. I thought for a minute it might be William III, but yeah, I suspect that's an earlier George III. So that will be a little bit older. So that's okay. So 2 George III coins, I think. And then last but by no means least, this little thing here. No idea. Very thin. Kind of farthing size, maybe slightly smaller than a farthing. No detail really. I'll give it a really good clean and a bit of a gentle rub with the pink stuff. Don't know. Maybe a little hammered jeton or something like that. But there's the kind of remnants of some design in there. But I'm not seeing enough to be able to ID it, I don't think. But if you've got any ideas, do let me know. That's it for today. Next week's videos and the week after probably will come from the wonderful North Wales. I'm going up to the Detect Dit Nation group dig with Detect Dits and various others. Really, really excited, not only because the land looks amazing, but also I'm going to get to meet a load of really cool YouTubers that I've followed for a long time, plus some old friends who'll be there as well. So really looking forward to it. Thanks as always for your help and support. Stay tuned and I'll see you next week. Take care.